leaders in general in organizations really do not understand what it takes to develop skills. Forget habits for a little while, but just, first and foremost, developing skills. I get so many senior leaders reaching out to me, calling me, and I ask them, tell me what your problem is or problems are. Oh, my people aren't getting it. I get that still today a lot. I'll say, well, give me an idea of what have you done developmental wise? And it's usually, oh, well, I sent everyone to a course. And, in the course, they had a practice, whatever the topic was. Say it was like A3 storyboards, which we use to, practice improvement in problem solving. Do you understand what it really takes to develop skill? How many repetitions does it take to begin to put the short-term memory, which is really what you're trying to do with initial skill development? And they'll say, I don't know, but it's probably more than the one that I just referred to. I'm like, yep. It takes like 4 to 7 repetitions to put anything to short-term memory. And something more complicated, it's probably going to be on the higher end of that. And you can pick any topic and have the same conversation. It's more than 1 or 2. And leaders really need to understand that's what it takes. And then even more, much more, to begin to make this into a habit where this is all happening much more naturally and leaders don't have to keep driving it. But until that time, leaders have to lead. We cover those concepts in both classes, actually. What does it really take to create skill and habit so they can understand? They can go into this with more reasonable expectations. That, I think, is important for all leaders to understand at all levels, really, because instruction goes on, skill development goes on at all levels. So I always like to take opportunities to get folks that are in leadership roles, which we typically have in both of these programs. Even people in the continuous improvement, with continuous improvement titles, they're in leadership roles because they're influencing others. They might not have a title or people reporting to them, but they're influencing others. And that's really the essence of leadership. All of those folks really need to understand what it takes to develop skill and then ultimately habits.